Hey Omar, this is Ashley. We spoke the other day in regards to your website. I'm going to be showing you 3 things that you can do to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I can read minds. And the answer is oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their businesses to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have when hiring someone is they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Ashley, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you like what you hear and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you and do it yourself, that works for me too. All I ask is for some feedback on this video. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. The first thing I want to go over is content. It has to be unique content. It cannot be copied from anywhere or Google will flag your site for plagiarism. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words to be optimized on a home page. And the first thing that I'm noticing with your website is it's one of those business sites. It's one of those do-it-yourself type sites that you just throw up, hoping for some, to get some business off from. And in all honesty, to be truthful with you, Google does not think very highly of these, and because of that, Google does not rank these type of do-it-yourself sites very well. So it would honestly be pointless for me to even go over that 1,500 words of content and see how much content you have, because even if you did have that 1,500 words of content, it's just not going to rank as good as a website would that I would build. So what we would do if you're serious about your business and your SEO and getting those clients is we would have to go in and do a whole website rebuild and get you a new domain. Right there would be huge for getting you service and new clients. So go over in here. I did a general search in your area, and these guys down here are your competitors, Houston Tree Removal. And if we take a look at what their content looks like, now this is an actual website. They probably had someone like me go in and build it for them, and that's why they are probably ranking number 1. So if we take a look at what their content looks like, they have roughly, honestly, not much at all, maybe 300 words of content, which is very beatable. If we were to go in and get that 1,500 words of content I was talking about with a new website rebuild, you'd already be beating them in that aspect. So if we go back to this general search I did, I'm just going to break down Google for you. Google is broken down into 3 different sections. There's ads, the GMB, and the organic section. Now the first thing we see up here are ads, and people are paying Google to have these ads. You know that because you guys are running ads right now. That is how I found you. If they're not done correctly, they can definitely become a money pit. And in all honesty, if you're ranking in the other areas that I'm about to show you, it's unnecessary to run these. So moving on down to this next section here, this here is called the GMB, the Google My Business. And what dictates you ranking in this section here is a citation. A citation is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web in different directories, such as Yellow Pages, even Facebook is one of them. Also having reviews and pictures. You've got to stay up to date with this area here. And as you can see, that Houston Tree Removal is in this top position. And you want to be somewhere in these top 3. I know when I go to Google, this is the first place that I'm looking. So the nice thing about this is I have a resource that I use, and it's a paid tool, but it shows me how many citations your competitor has and where they are getting them from. So I can see that your competitor has 41 citations. Now, not all citations are created equal. Domain authority is how powerful that specific citation is, 0 being the weakest, 100 being the strongest. Now see how all these red ones say submittable? I would go in and I would submit for all those powerful ones for your business. What works for them will work for you. But I'd also like to go in and add 80 to 100 more to really swamp out that competition. But on top of that, it gets your name out there in other directories. So when people are searching for your services, they can find you guys a lot easier. So if we go back here, moving on down to this last section here, this is the organic section. Now, what gets you ranked in this section is a backlink. A backlink is a link created when one website links back to your website. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a vote from that other website vouching that your business is trustworthy and legit. Now, not all backlinks are created equal, just like a citation isn't. But in this section here, this directly deals with your website. And if we go over here to another paid resource that I use, it just basically shows me a basic overview of your stats as well as your competitors' stats. Now here I can show you that this is one of the reasons out of many why a business site does not work if you're trying to rank organically and not have to pay for those ads in Google, and why Google does not like them. So every business site that I see, the UR is always a 14 and the DR is always a 92. It's just not possible. It says you only have one backlink, and that backlink is it's impossible for it to be a 92 ranking just off of one backlink. So if we go over here to your competitor, you can see that their UR is a 21, which is this is the overall strength of their page, and their DR, which is the overall strength of their backlink profile, is a 0.3, which that is very, very low. You want your UR and your DR to be as close as possible and as high as possible. So this would be so easy to beat. You can see that they have 579 backlinks and 320 organic keywords. Like I said, this would be so easy to beat. If I were to go in, get some good, powerful backlinks, you'd already be beating them in that aspect again. But the nice thing about this is we can go into their backlinks and I can see exactly where they are getting their powerful backlinks from, and I can go and I will submit them for your business. But also the nice thing, we can go into their organic keywords and we can see what they are being found for. Now the volume is how many times that specific keyword is being searched. So for example, tree removal, Houston, Texas. 250 people are typing that in Google each month, and they're being found instead of you guys. So out of those 250 people searching, 76 people are going to their site. Now, I don't know what a job is worth to you, but let's say you were to land half of that. So 30 people. And let's say a job is $1,000. Right there is $30,000 off from just one keyword. And that's why it's so important to have these keywords, to have that 1,500 words of content that I was talking about, so we can fit those, keywords in that content and rank you to the top. That's another reason why it's so important to be at the top. Now let's go on to that next. Let's see what else they have. A Houston, Texas tree removal. 150 people are searching that. Houston tree removal service. 200 people. Tree removal or tree service Houston. 900 people are going in Google and typing that in. So we would go through all your competitors and find the high volume, low KD relevant keywords to your area and your services. And like I said, we place that throughout that 1,500 words of content. You need one keyword per every 100 words, so Google doesn't flag your site for keyword stuffing. So yeah, just to go over everything that we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. We went over citations, which is your name, address, and phone number listed across the web. You want to have at least 200 to 300 of these to really swamp out the competition by a landslide. But like I said earlier, it gets your name out there in other directories, so when people are searching for your services, they can find you guys a lot easier. Right now, you guys aren't being found. One of the main reasons is because of the type of website you have. The only way I believe you guys are being found is through your ads. But yeah, the third thing we went over was backlinks. You guys need more relevant sites pointing at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you could be number one across Google. So you can either go with this information that I provided you with today and do this on your own. Like I said, totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 570-536-4151. Once again, my name is Ashley and my number is 570-536-4151. I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, I am here for you guys and looking to hopefully help get you guys to the top. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a great one, Omar.